Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 38 of my Billionaire Minecraft series where I will collect 1 billion iron ingots, gold ingots, diamonds, and emeralds using the All the Mods 6 mod pack in modded Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I am going to set up some diamond ore processing, so let's get started. So most of the stuff I need should be in this modular storage unit, so let's pick this up and let's fix the hole in the wall there. And let's go get our diamond ore. So in this building right here in the basement, I should have a black hole unit with lots of diamond ore. And let's double check, 276 million. That seems to be a good amount of diamond ore. So let's grab that and put down a fresh, empty supreme black hole unit to collect the rest of the diamond ore. And let's take this to the same location that I was using for the emerald ore processing, and that is just over here a little ways. And sorry about the stuttering there, but I have a new building. It is the diamond building right here. It doesn't have anything in it just yet. It does have a basement and an upper floor. The basement is actually quite large here, and that is because I need to set up a void miner here. And so let's start out by putting this down. Let's put the supreme black hole unit down. You know what? Let's not. Let's just keep that with me. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to make a void miner. So let me grab all of the stuff out of here. I should have everything that I need for that in this right here. And let me see if I can't find everything else. So I think I'm missing the item output, and that should be right here. And I do want the lens. I also need the program and the panels. Okay, let me see what there's the flash memory, not the program, sorry. Okay, so I have a tier 6 void miner. I could have made this a tier 8, but that would have basically bankrupted me of certain materials, so I didn't do that. Tier 6 should be good enough, and the reason why I'm going to set up a void miner in this building right here is so that I can get cinnabar ore to do some stuff with. So let's go ahead and figure out how tall this thing's going to be. So this plus this plus this, so 8 should be the height of the void miner here. And I can't remember exactly how wide it is, so I'm going to start right here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the void miner itself should be 8. So what I'm going to do here is hit the auto utility. I am definitely going to have to move this because I clearly don't have it in the right location. I need to move it over a little bit. So let me see, how much do I need to move it over? So it looks like just 1, I think. So if I move over simply just 1, it should be good. So let me pick this up. Let me do this. Let's see here. Actually, I want it to be facing downward. So let's try this again. So actually I'm going to hit the break multi-block structure here, and that should break all of the blocks that shouldn't be here. So let me do that real fast, and let's try the, you know what, let's actually get rid of all these ghost blocks real fast. Oops, I did not mean to get rid of some of those. And I'm really making a mess right now of this basement. And I actually don't think I have any spare stone either. Whoops. Oh my goodness. So the range on my pickaxe with the reach enchantment on my jetpack is kind of insane. It's actually not working out very well right now. So let me grab the stone. Let's go ahead and try this auto utility one more time. Preview, let me see if everything is okay. It looks like everything's going to be okay in this orientation here. So let me fill in some stuff real fast, and then I'll get to building the void miner. So let's do the floor. I do need to do that. And hopefully I have enough of the stone, and it looks like I do. So let's go ahead and start building this thing out. So let's start out with the laser lens holder, and then the and what just happened here? Okay, for whatever reason, sometimes the environmental tech stuff does weird things in your inventory. That's okay. So let's go ahead and start the construction of this. And there we go, that's that. So let's go ahead and start with the item output. I think I'm going to put right here, and I think the rest of the FE inputs, or the rest of the inputs slash outputs, are going to be FE inputs, and I'm going to put them there. And then let's grab the structure frames, and yeah, I do have enough. And let's get to building this bad boy. Okay. Whoops, and that was misplaced. Let's grab this. There we go. And Ethan, what are you doing? Okay, so we had 80, 84, or 86 of these. Can't remember which. Okay, so this is the outside ring almost done. Now I just have to do this. Okay, thankfully I'm almost done with this thing by now. Okay, so I'm missing something here. It looks like I'm missing a couple of the structure frames, which is weird because I thought I had enough. Let's go ahead and build the rest of this, and then I'll worry about getting the extra structure frames that I need. Now I should be able to just run over to my main base real fast, or close to it, and use my ME system or my wireless terminal to grab the things that apparently I did not have with me. And I just messed that up, didn't I? Yeah, I totally did. Because I think those two are supposed to be the modifiers. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And you know what? I should run over to my main base to pick up the structure frames. I'm going to do that off camera, and once I have that done, I will be right back. Okay, so I should have everything that I need now, so let's go ahead and finish this up. So I just need to add those there. Now I need to add modifiers. I know I want, or I think I'm going to end up with 4 of these frequency modifiers, so let's go ahead and add those right now. And then I have a few other modifiers I want to use. I want to use bandwidth modifiers and amplification modifiers. So I've used the bandwidth modifiers before, but I have not used the amplification modifiers. What the amplification modifiers do is they focus your void miner on whatever thing, like for example, when we use lenses, it'll give me certain things more often. If you use the amplification modifiers, it basically amplifies the chance of you getting those focused on things. So let's go ahead and right now just add null modifiers, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. So I'm just going to finish this up with the null modifiers. Now what I do need to do is I do need to get that a sightline to bedrock. So let's do that real fast. It doesn't have power right now, so it shouldn't do anything to me. I don't think it would in the first place, but just in case, let's go ahead and dig straight down here, and I should pretty quickly get down to bedrock. Let's get a water bucket just in case I encounter lava, because that seems kind of likely. Okay, cool. It doesn't look like I'm going to encounter anything too bad. So there is the bedrock right there. Let's just fly back up and get back out of here. Cool. So let's use the stone. Let's cover this back up. And my cat's going insane. He likes to do this for whatever reason. And let's go ahead and torch this up a little bit, just so that monsters aren't going to spawn down here on this thing. Oh my goodness. Cat's going wild. Okay, so that looks like... Okay, I see where I have extra... Where I accidentally have my structure frames where they shouldn't be. Here's one right here. And then on this corner right here. So yeah, I did have enough. I just put them in the wrong spots. So that was my bad. Cool. It looks like that is ready to go. So let's go ahead and put the program in here. Sorry about that. Can't fly very well apparently. So the direction is 8. The tick cost is 8,202. So I do need to give this thing an inventory, and that inventory is going to be over here. So let's plop that down and lock this in place. And so we are getting some stuff, and that's because this had some energy in it before I placed it. I do need to hook that up to energy, so let me figure out where I want to pull the energy in from, and I think I might do it right here. So yeah, I can do it right there. So let me grab the energy conduit because I have some of it over here. Ethan, why are you going insane? I don't understand my cat. Anyways. So let's run this over something like so. I did not mean to do that. We're just going to run it right here. And then I think I'm just going to run it straight down from right here. I actually don't need to run it all the way to the ground. Actually, I might, just because I am going to need some of it underground in just a little bit. Okay, so one thing I haven't done yet is I haven't added the lens. So once I add the lens here, we'll take a look at what the odds for everything are. Okay, so that's cool. Right now, what I am focusing on is cinnabar ore, and right now it's at 37.47%, so that's pretty cool, but we can do better with the amplification modifiers. So I'm going to add 8 of these and see what that gets me. So right now it's what, roughly 37? I already honestly forget what it was. But once we add this, it should go up pretty far. So that disappeared. I'm not sure why that happened. Okay, so it just, what, 8? No, it didn't. It's just being finicky. Not really sure why it does that every now and then. Okay, so that should be back in action. So let's take a look. Okay, so that puts the cinnabar ore at 74%. Also, the cost of running this is really high right now. It's 31,955. Basically 32,000 RF per tick. We do have plenty of energy at this base, so it's not a problem. If we take a look in here, we are getting lots of cinnabar ore, which is exactly what we want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a pretty simple ME system. So let me grab all of that stuff. So I only have one of the ME controllers. Let's get rid of a bunch of this other junk that I shouldn't need anymore. I might need these stones, so I'm going to keep that around, but the rest of that can kind of go away. So let's focus on what I need for the ME system right now. So I do need an import bus. I should have an import bus here. Terminal. I'm going to need some of these, so let's grab those. And I also need a trash can, maybe some export buses, as well as some capacity cards and acceleration cards for right now. And that's because I'm going to just throw away the things that I'm not going to use with this system here. So I don't have my drives yet, do I? They are right here. And then I do need cabling as well. Okay, so let's start out with this. I'm going to, I think, start it over here, start the ME system. And And I actually kind of regret not having a few more controllers with me, but I can make do with just the one. Did I not? There it is. The terminal's right here, staring me in the face. So let's go ahead and throw in these 2 drives. I do want to hook up an import bus over right here. And I can actually import from the underside, I think. It's going to be a good way to do that. So let's put the import bus right here. Let's give it some acceleration carts to make it faster. And then let's hook it up by just running this over here. And actually, you know what? I'm going to move the controller down one. So I'm actually going to put the controller right here. And that way I can also run the energy conduit underneath to actually power the system. So let's go ahead and cover at least this part of it up. And then now I need to give it some power. So let's go over here and let's just run this straight down from here. And then I'm going to dig a hole here. And I'm just going to dig sideways until I get to my previous hole so that I know where I need to actually drop the conduit down. So there we are. Just drop this straight down right here. Actually, I don't need to do that. And now I just need to go over, and I will eventually get to the ME controller there. So there we go. That's how I'm going to hook up the power, and it should be active now. So that's cool. So let's see if that is the case. And let's take a look at what all we're getting here. So this actually will not get too much stuff if... So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coal being 6, 7 different things I get from this. So I'm actually just going to trash can everything else that I don't need. So I'm going to set up this trash can with an export bus or with a couple export buses. So I think I'm going to set the trash can up right here. I'm not really sure why that happened. But anyways, let's set up the trash can right here. And I'm going to do an export bus on either side. I'm going to be dealing with a good amount of items here. So I think I'm going to do 1 capacity card and 3 acceleration cards on each one of these export buses. And yeah, that should work out pretty well. And I will need more of those capacity cards later, but not for right now. So let's go ahead and hook those export buses up. I can do that like so. Okay, so now I need to just tell the system what to export, and that's going to be everything that's not, everything that the void miner is getting that I don't need. So that's going to be the coal, the draconium, the electrotine, the niter, redstone, and sulfur. So each one of these is, I'm going to do 3. And so basically this system shouldn't have anything in it but cinnabar ore once the export buses are done with their work. So that's cool. It's just going to be collecting cinnabar ore at this point. I think, did I grab storage buses? I meant to have a storage bus. Right now it's okay. In the future I'm probably going to add a storage bus, but I can do that between episodes. It's not really that big of a deal right now. So let's add back some torches that I got rid of earlier, both accidentally and on purpose. And let's continue with actually what I'm going to be building today, because I'm almost 20 minutes into the episode and I haven't actually made it there. So how I am going to process this diamond ore is through the induction furnace, through the mod thermal expansion. So if we take a look here, basically with the regular recipe, which is a diamond ore with none of the, I don't know what you'd call this, the catalyst, it would give you on average 1.5 diamonds per diamond ore. But we can use catalysts down here. So if we take a look at the different catalysts, and actually I just need to right click on that and then do this. There are different catalysts we can use, and they adjust basically how much stuff you get. What I'm going to be using is the cinnabar one right here, and that gives us a 3 times multiplier on the primary modifier. And that's important because regularly you would get 1.5 diamonds on average from this. So you see that the additional chance of 50%. I believe that by using cinnabar here, basically we should multiply the output by 3. So instead of getting on average 1.5, we should see 4.5. I could be wrong about that, and I will see later when I actually get everything set up if I am wrong. But what I'm going to do is let's grab a bunch of induction smelters and let's start setting some stuff up. So down here, basically, I'm going to throw the cinnabar ore into induction smelters, and that actually nets me cinnabar. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and dig out a trench here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 8 of the induction smelters. Actually, I need to grab my red print as well to make this quicker. So let me see. There's the red print. So how I want to configure these is... And actually, I need to move them away from the wall, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to need that backside. So I actually need to replace all that stuff I just stripped out, but that's okay. So I'm going to strip this out because I need energy conduit here. And I'm going to place the first induction smelter here. And let's configure this bad boy. So what I want to do is, let's say input on the back and output to the top. That should work fine. And basically I need to shift right click away and then right click on the induction smelter. And that should copy the settings. And what I need to do is put that in my other hand. And now as I place these induction smelters, they should copy the IO that I set up for that first one. Okay, so I want to do 8 across, so that's what, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and let me make sure that looks good. And now I want to do 8 more over here as well. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's actually more space here in the middle than I thought there'd be. That's okay though. Did I set up this building right? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, that's weird. Oh no, it's not. I just can't count. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is on the input side, I'm going to have export buses. And I do need to set them all up here in just a second. So these are just going to basically, and I need to grab cinnabar ore. I'm just going to basically export cinnabar ore into them through the backside. And I don't think I'll need acceleration cards, to be honest. And I'll double check that later, but I don't think I will need them. Okay, just a few more here. Actually, I don't even need to walk with this because I have good range on my reach. So let's go ahead and kind of tie these together real fast, and then I actually need to connect them up to the ME controller. Which I definitely should have brought more ME controller blocks, but I did not. That was probably not wise on my part. So let's dig down here, and let's connect up from this side. So let's do something like this. I do need to grab dense cable here. I also want to grab one smart cable because I want to hook up the smart cable so that over here so that I can see how many channels I'm using. And then let's do dense cable. I just want to run that across, and then I'll run it up here. And then I think I'm also going to run it up, say, over on the edge over there. And because of the way the channel system works with applied energistics, that's why I'm using dense cable underneath here. What I could do is hook it up right here, just drop it straight down. But for the sake of symmetry, I'm actually going to run it from right here. That should be good. I do have that connected up, so that's cool. That should work. And actually, I could have used regular. I could have used the non-dense variety, but that's okay for most of that run there. So what I want to do is right now, let's go ahead and make this look neater for the most part, if I can. Okay, cool. Better. Okay, so they should be getting cinnabar ore at this point. No, I can't do that. So what I need to do is give these things power. And I probably should have done that before I probably should have ran the power conduit before I put the induction smelters on top, but it's okay. I have reach, so I should be able to pretty easily reach everything. So yeah, I can reach down there pretty easily. And let me figure out. I think I'm going to run it straight over from right here. Yeah, that should be fine. Because my energy should be right there. And then I will run straight over from here and then up. Okay, that should work fine. So let's go ahead and cover this up. And let's see if these things are going. Okay, it looks like they're going. I am also going to get some rich slag. But I can just export that away to a black hole unit, which I do have a few extras here. I do want to use storage buses, so I should probably fix that here in a minute. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about that. I do want to go ahead and upgrade my induction smelters down here. And what I'm going to do upgrade-wise is I'm going to put in a resonant integral component and then 3 of the flux linkage amplifiers. I'm going to do that on all of these induction smelters. But first I actually want to deal with the importation of the different things I'm getting here. So let me grab... Okay, so I don't even have a few of the things that I need right now. So what I'm going to grab is some ultimate logistical transporters, basically piping for items, and then I also need to grab my configurator, and I'm also going to configure all of the induction smelters to have this set up right here. So once I have all that, I will be right back. Okay, so I have everything. The induction smelters are all set up. It looks like they are getting full of items. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the ultimate logistical transporter, which is basically item piping, and I'm going to set this up from the top side to do something like this. And let's just run that over this way. To be honest, I should have grabbed some sort of regular item storage, like a chest. But you know what? I can just make a chest. That's not really a big deal. So let's do that. Okay, chest. So I'm going to run all of these items to a chest, and let's just put that chest right here. So I do want to set this particular one up to be auto output to that chest, and then for the rest of these I actually need to grab my configurator and I need to configure them to extract the items. And as you can see, that is working. Pretty soon that chest is going to fill up. That's not a problem because I just am going to import all of the items into the MA system there. And you know what? I don't think I have another import bus, which is dumb. And that might be a problem. Yeah, shoot, I need to grab another import bus. Not really sure why I did not do that earlier. Okay, so I'm just gonna very quickly fly back to near my base. And then once I get somewhat close, I'm going to try to just grab it remotely. Okay, so import bus. Let's grab one. Let's grab a couple just because I may have missed something. There we go. Okay, let's fly back and get on with this. Okay, so I'm just going to run cable straight over. There's no reason to do anything else. So straight over. I do need to add some acceleration cards, otherwise it won't be quick enough. So let's grab those at this point and add those there. So I do want to double check how many channels I'm using right now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off of this top side. So I do have a few more channels here. I am going to set up some Supreme Black Hole units. One's going to be here and one's going to be here. And we're going to do one for Cinnabar and one for Rich Slag. So this right here, this can be Cinnabar. And I do want this to have a positive priority of 100. And then this one can be Rich Slag. And once again, we're going to do a positive priority. That way, the Cinnabar and the Rich Slag that I'm making over here is coming into the Supreme Black Hole units. So that looks good. I am going to need the Cinnabar here. So now what I want to do is I need to build a system upstairs to actually combine the diamond ore and the Cinnabar to actually make the diamonds. So let's... I should have one more channel, and I'm actually need it right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, looks like I have one more channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down this black hole unit with the diamonds, and I'm going to set up the storage bus, or a storage bus. I'm going to tell it to only store the diamonds that's in there, and I'm not going to give it a positive or negative priority because I should just be pulling the diamonds out of there. Rather than actually using it for any other purpose. So now the system has access to the diamond ore and the Cinnabar that I'm producing over there. So now what I need to do is set up a system upstairs to actually combine induction smelters and the Cinnabar to make diamonds. So actually I need at least one more induction smelter. So let's run upstairs and let's start setting things up. So upstairs I'm going to set up things in a pretty much identical way. So I'm going to do 8 across here, and that looks like 8, and then 8 more over here. Okay, cool. And now I need to knock out the stone underneath them for energy conduit. So let me try to kind of carefully do that. Cool. And just for the sake of making this easier, I'm just going to knock out all of that as well. And then I'm going to rebuild what I need to, or what I don't need to have knocked out. So I'm going to do that. Let's run downstairs real fast and run the energy conduit to these things. So I have the ultimate universal cable. And let me see, where could I easily run the cabling? You know what, let's just run this first. And then I can figure that out here in a second. So let's just run that across. Okay, so that's cool. And now I need more of this first off. That should be more than enough. And I just need to run it maybe down. Maybe I can pull it from something like right here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So those things have power up there. Now I need some export buses, and I do have plenty of those, as well as some cards here. So I need capacity cards. I actually don't think I will need the acceleration cards, but I'm going to grab some just in case. So let's try to get rid of some of this crap in my inventory real fast. So I need the export buses. I will need them there. I'll need capacity cards and acceleration cards. So basically, I'm going to be exporting the Cinnabar and diamond ore. So I should have 1 diamond ore in here, or 2. So that's fine. Let's come up here. And I do have enough ultimate logistical transporter as well. So let's throw down these export buses first off. Now what I'm going to do with these export buses is I'm going to give them a capacity card and then the rest acceleration cards, and I'm going to tell them to export diamond ore and cinnabar. So I need to do that with all of these export buses, as well as I do want to add upgrades to all of these. I'm going to once again use one resonance integral components, as well as 3 flux linkage amplifiers. So I'm going to set up all of the export buses and all of the induction smelters like so off camera, and once I have all of these set up, I will be right back. So all of the induction smelters are set up like they need to be. So what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to use ultimate logistical transporters to pull the items out of the induction smelters. And that spider's just not having a very good time, is he? So I think the easiest way to do this is to punch through somewhere. Actually, that's not going to work. We'll make it work. I'll have to reroute that energy cable, but we'll run this straight down. Yeah, it'll be fine if I reroute this energy cable just a little bit here. So I'm actually going to do that. Okay, so there we go. And now I can route this ultimate logistical transporter down. And actually we can route it to the same chest that we used before with the import bus. That is not a problem at all. So let's do something like this. So let's actually get rid of that. Cool. So I can use this import bus. It'll basically be pulling double duty, but that's okay. It should be fine. It should be able to handle it. So that's cool. You know what? One thing I might do is I might actually just run one export bus and see if I can't get away with that, because I can actually use another channel if I do it that way. So let's actually get rid of this. And I actually need to add that in there. But let me grab the other, so that would be redstone, the sulfur, and the niter. Let's add this to this one right here. Just throw these back in here, and it should be able to keep up still. Yeah, it looks like it is fine. So that's cool. And I'm doing that because I do want to have a black hole unit down here for diamonds. So let's go ahead and put I'm actually not going to put the storage bus on just yet, because I do need to hook up the induction smelters upstairs to my ME system, and I'm going to do that through more cabling, and I'm going to have to be a little bit creative with how I run this. And actually, let's use the white covered cable. So let's grab this. Let's grab one of the dense. And actually, I don't have very much dense white covered cable either. I might have enough. I might not. I kind of think I'm going to be short. So let me, unfortunately, run back to my base here and grab some more dense cable. And I don't need a whole lot. That's going to be more than I need. So I'm not going to wait on all of it to get done, but I'm going to have to wait on a little bit of it to get done. Okay, it's being... Okay, so we're starting to get some. I'm going to wait on... 16 should be enough. So let's head back out toward here. And let's run the simple cable, the non-dense variety. And I need to basically hook up all of these buses. And then let's say from right here, let's drop this straight down. Let's do the dense cable from here. Actually, I'm going to change that a little bit. Let's run the dense cable to here. That way I can actually run the non-dense cable like so. And then let's figure out how I need to hook it up to my MA controller. I'm going to have to do it from the bottom side. And I actually did not mean to break that. I need to put that back. I have the energy coming from that side, so I think I might have to actually hook it up from the bottom. So let's grab the dense smart cable here. Let's put that there. And then we can run the regular dense variety. And can I actually run this from here? I can't. I could. I just need to reroute this just a little bit. So let me grab the blue dense that I have left, which is not much, but it's enough. I just need, what, 2 more? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of do that with the blue, and then with the white I'm going to need to get rid of that. I need to make my way over there. Yeah. And that's made complicated by this big old structure in the way. So let's, when in doubt, guesstimate. Actually, this should lead me right here, or right to it, so that's cool. And once again, I broke things that I did not want to break. So I think if I just run it straight over from here, that should be fine. Okay, I do want to keep this down under. Now it looks like I'm going to have to kind of loop around the energy cable here. That's fine. I think. Actually, I'm almost out of cable. Okay, it does look like I have enough. Am I all connected up? I am. Cool. So that is good. Let's go, let's cover some stuff up, and then I do need to check that everything's functioning like it should be, because I'm not 100% sure if it is or not just yet. Okay, let's run upstairs real fast. Okay, so it looks like they're running. Let's see if we're getting everything where we need to. Yes, it looks like everything's working, except for the fact that I haven't set up my exports here, but that's not a problem. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. So actually, I want to get rid of that and then put it back. And then I can actually connect it up like I want to, which is this. So it looks like everything is working. And let's take a look at if I'm actually getting the 4.5 diamonds that I think I should be. And it really looks like I am, because right now I'm getting 5 diamonds, 4 diamonds, 5 diamonds. So that's really, really cool. And that means this is going to be a very efficient setup. So one thing I'm probably going to do between episodes is I'm just going to add more lines of induction smelters on the top side here. That shouldn't really be a problem. It'll be really easy to add one more line because I actually am only using 16 of the 32 channels off of this white dense cable here. However, to add more lines, I'm probably going to have to add more controller blocks to my ME controller down here, but that's not really a big problem. I do want to set up the diamonds here, so let me do that real fast. So let's see, I already have almost 5,000 diamonds, so that's a good sign. So let's set this up to be a positive 1,000 priority. That way all the diamonds go in there. So that is pretty fantastic. It looks like everything has a place. I have a black hole unit for the cinnabar. Obviously the cinnabar ore. Actually, I don't have one for the cinnabar ore. That's something that I might do between episodes, but I'm not sure if I will or not. It also looks like I'm running kind of a deficit of cinnabar ore, so I might need to find a way to speed this up between episodes. That might involve more frequency modifiers. It might involve more bandwidth modifiers. I'm not 100% sure, but I will tinker with that between episodes. Not too concerned about it right now because I just wanted to get this all set up. And as you can see, it is running pretty well. I'm getting lots of diamonds already. So that's really, really cool. So in today's episode, I set up this system to process diamond ore into diamonds. It involves a void miner, which makes cinnabar ore. The cinnabar ore is sent to these induction smelters down here, which creates cinnabar, which then is sent up here to be smelted with the diamond ore, and that makes lots and lots of diamonds, as well as some rich slag. Rich slag is something that you can also use in the induction smelter, so that's something that I might use in the future, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. If there's anything I could have done better or differently, just let me know down in the comments below, as I do read all the comments. If you enjoy large-scale automation in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.